guys. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to me?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills...
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic?
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this.
You come and get me.
Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this.
You coming to get me? You coming to get me? Yeah. Yeah.
See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No. Yeah, yes. How about now?
You fixed it. Sid fixed it. He more than fixed it. Yeah, new music.
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. It's just... Hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
What are you doing? Are you trying to get my controller? Huh? Little pig. Little pigs.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes.
Yeah, bug.
He did have the
Come
decency
here.
to leave a message with Obelisk
Give me that
before
bug.
commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No.
Come here. Stop it.
We're not the prince's keepers.
It's stuck in your
He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather
fun.
he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect.
push your fart out.
Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough of that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice.
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy
Well, she
ring
might
to
have,
say
actually.
thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him again. Well,
Cheers, Clark.
I'll be sure to bear him.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then.
These are good. Is it yummy, 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 yummy?
Clive, anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? All yours. Here you are. You earned this. All yours. You earned this.
Didn't you down?
All done?
She can't keep this up much longer. Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up,
She was getting a
I
plan.
fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I know better than to order Taya to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Thank you.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. It won't be much longer. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them...
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Taya. There must be something we can do for...
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that.
We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh. I can make...
Just tell me what you...
There is a... Bring me one, I'll make sure.
Thank you, Clive.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you.
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring. It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back,
That ring he flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. It's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left.
Dravozd, eh? That ring just north. Got that clock? And I'll make sure Black...
Good luck with...
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be? Should last you a good while. No scratches, right? Should last you a good while. You can thank me later. Not my best work, but it'll do. And?
He's a surly soaker.
Cid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the...
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I fear that, however...
I can't...
I'm going to marry the Morganbeard. Morbol, I believe. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientific. That is correct. As for why... well...
Where you going, Pig Pig?
If it's knowledge you seek, we've toned...
You licking the fireplace?
Hey, don't do that.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
You're making less little piggies. You're making a mess.
Oh, here. Ready, go? All right. Don't get surrounded.
Did you poop, girl? You smell like poop. Smells like it. You gonna change your diapers? You're stinkies. Go change your
Done already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. He'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
I'm probably laying her down or something. I don't know. What are you doing, pig?
Good one.
It's like, yo, shitting everywhere. Stay listening.
But if we can't fly the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
No.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
You little shit monster. Pooping. Is you little pooping everywhere?
Mama,
You get shit everywhere.
why
Huh? You little poop monster.
By the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Huh? He's a little poop monster.
Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft,
You're a pig.
who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't
You
a
have your
single
morning
day
poo.
we weren't at each other's throats.
Here's your morning
Bit by bit,
poo.
people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive, Dravozd won't last long without his furnace, so... Do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it.
Hold on, Sid, and you'd be...
All right, this place, Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. Let the Dravozd, wouldn't you agree?
Of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch them?
I know I'm off. I'll be needing some help. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or... And I've got a job for you too, Clyde. I need luckily for...
Time for a spot. Good girl.
Yeah!
Let's make this quick, shall we? No holding back. Straight home now.
Get out of there. Things Yeah. Probably because what she does, when she's up there, she rolls over and she can flip out of it pretty easily. But that's their way of basically not being held responsible if something does happen when you're using it. No, it don't matter. You can use it. Just know that
That will be enough.
you can't get mad if something happens because it says not to use it. She's fine. We only put her to her changer, and we don't walk away and leave her there.
What's this all about then?
Put it away.
Trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
The curtains for you to look at. Yeah.
Sorry about...
Morning.
I take back everything I said.
No.
That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Uh-oh.
Give this to him,
What is
would you?
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer.
Come on.
Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only
Come
fair.
on. Come on, man.
I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. I'm out of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
You stinkies.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so...
See that you...
All right.
You do stink. Is it her body or is it her breath?
I think it's her breath.
Hey, don't you lick that.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do. Clive, as you know, our time grows short. Before we...
Thank you. His revenge.
It is the one, and it is all...
But what of...
I built my comrades, but I would place but a village home only to the... And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway?
I will.
Thank you. The people I...
Understood.
Then the last of my... And may Grieger go...
When you give her a bath, do you like fill it up? And then she puts in a little bit of water?
To Gotan's bales then, and quickly, before it...
Oh, there's a little bit of... Oh.
When else finds them.
I don't think she likes... don't like a lot of water when she's in there.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you could, like, fill it up a little.
Come, my children.
Put the blood in it. You're such a cute boy.
I know you're all afraid.
This is no time to write. Ambrosia won't help me here. All right. Rodriguez could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
I don't be.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodriguez will...
Oh, I can slip her butt. Don't be stinky.
What you looking at, Rami? What you doing, baby? What you doing, baby girl? What you doing, baby Rami? What you doing, girlie?
Sit on it? Sit on the baby. Just sitting on you. Oh, we got her ducky. We got her ducky. Are you going to pick up your stuff? Especially this one. This one has gel in it. There are new ones on the floor. What?
Are you a streamer? Are you a streamer? Yeah.
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 I'll do you. This is water.
Everyone.
No,
Quinton
that's
has
yucky.
asked that you come with me.
It's yucky.
He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives.
You better get off
So we
the
ain't about to start
baby
telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi!
Come on, me.
You lot!
No,
Where's
what's
everyone
today?
Come with Master Quinton.
What's wrong?
No, what's
I've just
today?
come from the Justice's manor. It ain't just a black shield to protect. They're all gonna fucking.
Sid,
No.
we can't let.
All right.
Today is anything?
Where is this manor?
Today is?
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you
I don't know.
can.
I wasn't sure.
March 17th? Isn't it always March 17th?
I don't know. I don't celebrate. Yeah.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
It's a sweet baby.
Go say where?
CC.
Oh.
What is that considered?
Whatever. I think it was Parkville, wasn't it? Yeah, I want to stay here, but
Yeah, so
like, you can call there and see if they'll tell you what time it is.
Damn it. Don't tell me I'm too late. Quinton.
Which is more than I can say for my comp. They followed me without question.
So yeah.
So it can't be 9 p.m. It can't be 9 p.m.
This must be the guard dog.
And there's no other single digits that it could be.
I'll hold it off. You go. Your comrades said don't let their sacrifice be in.
I won't.
I guess we can call try calling since it doesn't know until 11. We can try to call him too.
You're no guard dog. There's a rabid lease that needs to be put down. It's over.
Take it out of it. I'm gonna give it back to you.
Effort. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy.
That's probably why your feet
And I
stink all
cut
the
him
time.
from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is my faithful comrade, Quentin?
Master!
Yeah, she's falling all over it.
Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You?
And so... It's Lostwing.
What?
Crawling.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool. Damn it. It's not going to last long in there. Come on, Morbol. We need to make this quick.
Carmine said he can give me a number for his workers. He works at a remodeling place. He said he could just give me the number for his workers instead of going to his company because it'll be too expensive. Yeah, just to redo his bathroom.
Speaking of this week, but there's a house that just sold in this week. Well, it's not sold yet, but it's pending. Over 6,000. Yep.
Quentin! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here!
Is it a new one, or are you talking about the people from before?
No, the people entirely. So they were at like the union thing to long ago. And they were just like putting it in the thing, talking about how it has like anything in street. Yeah, they were talking about his one day. and said, "Yeah, she's my pimp or something like that." And then she made a comment like, "Well, it's paying for our new pool that we're getting, so."
I need to get back to Quentin.
Yeah.
If people just really pay to see, like.
Yeah, sad.
Men, I don't get it either way, but it's like, I can understand maybe for men that can't get, but like women, it's usually not that hard unless you're like, you know, 500 pounds or something. Like,
Still, you're not even that. You see a 600-pound life, they even got guys.
I could never just, I guess, I think a lot of it too has to do with them being like semi-famous. Like people probably are more likely to pay to see him versus just a normal guy, you know?
Quentin.
But
Quentin, look at me.
it's just crazy to
Think
me.
I found her. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
First can't pay for anything.
That freaking... What's her name? The ghetto-ass white girl that was on Dr. Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime later.
She's like, got so much money now. She's being like this little ghetto-ass girl on Dr. Phil.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is
And
Lost
the
Wing?
one girl
The
that was
flood
like
has
from the
filled the
older
valley.
Teen Mom. She's like from the original, but she's not on it anymore.
I see.
Farrah.
Then all is at an
She's
end.
gotten like so much work done, so it's terrible.
A strange way to achieve one's
super
life's
old.
ambition.
And she does like these videos where she like tries to like
Master
rap
Quentin.
and sing, and
So
she's
just
like half naked, and it's just
Why?
like absolutely ridiculous.
Is that doggy? Is that your doggy?
All that I strove for is
Hey,
gone.
doggy.
Only emptiness
Move away
remains.
from her. And she kept telling her,
I
like, no, thank
You scared of friend?
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me
Scared
you
of the
only freed
baby.
us so you could
Is
get
he scared of
revenge.
the baby?
We're more than that to you,
Hey,
and we
baby,
all
gonna
know
get
it.
you.
I thought you weren't coming back.
Hmm.
But
You're really
I
big.
prayed, and I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin.
St. Patrick's Day yard too?
We believed that you were the right
St.
man
Patrick's
to
Day
lead us,
yard
and we
and
still
St. Patrick's Day
do.
yard too? Oh, the drunk people
Your
coming
village
by?
may be lost, but it seems your people aren't.
What?
So long as you remain to guide them.
You need to start doing good yard
why?
sales.
After what
You
I...
can get it, sell
Why
it,
would
and
anyone follow me?
make money.
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lost Wing weren't just a
You buy them
village.
there, sell them online.
It was all of us.
It was. And how she.
And as long as we're still here,
that,
it is too.
We were.
We
I
can
was
start
looking for
again.
it first to take
Build
the
a
pool.
new Lost Wing. Right here in the Bales.
We were in like the purse aisle, and there's like a black couple with looking at purses.
A fresh start.
All familiar.
One life ends,
I was like Gucci bag.
and another begins. Why just a village?
I was like, what?
We could build towns.
Gucci bag.
A nation, even.
The couple started,
What's
like,
to stop us?
giggling, like.
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice.
She's licking
After
your
all,
piggies.
we
Is
are
that doggy
family.
licking your pigs? Yeah, doggy. Is she licking your piggies?
Request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
Is she licking your pigs?
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf.
Is she licking them
You
piggies?
saved my life twice over.
And they had the cutest bathing suits
And more
yesterday,
besides.
Let me hear a dirty bitch.
His red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best.
Is she getting your pigs?
And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting.
Yeah, Ram. Where'd the pigs go? Oh, piggies. Piggies. Piggies under the blanket. Pigs under the blanket. She found them.
Hey. Hey.
Pigs in the blanket. Ready, girl.
Is that a booger in her nose? Ainsley. Ainsley. I don't want that. Ari had her cracking up in the car yesterday. What were you doing to make her laugh? She's had long hair. Just one long hair. She's bald. It's just flapping in the wind. She's bald. I'm not bald. Have hair.
I don't see hair.
She's very light. She has hair right here. She's very light.
Is she a baby?
Yep.
Good.
The doggy gonna get you.
What's
up with your tongue? Yeah, what are you doing?
This is no time to ride.
I take it.
Okay, so Monday. Stop it. Monday, Addie has an appointment. 4:15 or 4 o'clock. So are you gonna be able to get to her 4 o'clock class? And then Tuesday, I think.
Straight home now. Just any more buckets. Right then.
Dragon Bait is going to be in that moment. Well, because you gotta understand, like, TV's not what it was. Like, kids their age now, they only watch, like, YouTube games and they watch TV like that. What was that? Yeah.
Nice try.
Supposed to be Wednesday, Friday.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
It is. I'm gonna put on it. You know what's super annoying? I had a follow-up doctor's appointment last week with my primary. And
Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
So,
And what?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's... Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the lads... Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals, but we ain't got nowhere for them to bed. I'd build him a new barracks here if... Well, which leaves us in a bit of a pickle.
I see.
And it ain't just
No,
that
just
lot.
outside left the
There's
voice
bears to
now.
think about too. There's only so many we can shelter with the... We can't keep them...
Back like Friday.
It's no...
Thank you.
So,
Well,
Eastpool, it's been...
it was... And if Ed but what's...
I see.
The blight, there's just banned... Would have spitten out.
I did Eastpool.
And I've already... And
And they didn't pick up, and I had to leave the voice.
Yeah.
I can understand, like, the one time, but, like, days in a row following that.
All right, so Wade. Let's hear your plan.
I'm all for making this town a welcoming place.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right. And then there are the bearers. We need some...
As cannot, which is what...
That's with you.
So...
That thankfully, and rather less. A small...
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the blue and the gut. Make sure... The Academy...
Well, I shall...
Shall I wait?
No need.
All right.
We shall see.
Coming to get ya. Yeah. Hey, peekaboo. I gotta go get some flowers.
Yeah.
Ainsley. I like it. We're going for our clothes, and our clothes are too small. And were you just really licking my blanket?
Yes, dude. Am I waking up? Robot.
You gonna lick Daddy's leg now? Look at Colin, you and Remy. Both just wanna lick everything.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
No,
Every... Oh, but that reminds me.
Rubber butt. That's us.
Alrighty.
How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
One of her
Imagine that.
father was killed.
Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the conspirators have trusted me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness.
What you do, man?
I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude.
Oh, Remy
You
Pig.
said he called me? Huh?
Oh, Remy Pig.
And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on the phone, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me, son, but I'm great now.
4, 9, 4, 9.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stuff.
A little help.
You're not right. It's a shame. No use. Blackthorn's happy.
Yeah, who's that? Piggy Piggies.
What do I owe the honor?
What
do you want?
Who's Masha?
That it? Fine.
He's a surly soaker.
The realm's crops are all being harvested early for winter.
Ooh, you just headbutt me. What are you doing?
Sid,
You can't walk over the dog, you pigs.
Your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
Here. It's your problem now.
You my little piggies.
Specimen. Flesh positively throbs with vitality.
Oh, little pig.
If I can successfully graft this to the Morgan beards. When I successfully graft this to the Morgan beards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
You come back up here and sit with me.
It's just as I hoped. How the Morgan beards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigour. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morgan beards. Would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. I must accept this file as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Talia.
What's she smiling at?
What you getting fussy about?
No fuss.
A trader from across the sea once told me that on the continent they play music for their crops.
You're gonna be such a big girl. You alright?
Hey.
It's
Like mommy's piggies. Under the little table right there.
If it's knowledge you seek,
Let me tell you, them rumours might be. You see, there were some women to satisfy them. What said it?
Was that the first?
Aye. He were true to his word, so and all. Told me, said. Why? And you thought that.
Let's hide in this locker.
Clive. Going purse weighing you down.
I can hide in here.
It's better I'll be here. Can't find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't.
Are you getting tired, Mama? You wake everybody else up in the morning. Psycho. Psycho. You got a big old belly.
An army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
Don't go there quickly.
Thank goodness you're back.
Psycho.
Talia looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you
Psycho.
needed?
No.
Psycho.
Look at the whole lyrics on the phone now. Look at
Yes,
the
it
lyrics.
is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to
Anna.
give patient Elisa.
Anna.
Talia's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be it. I wish there wasn't.
I'm hearing you, Tootsie. Rem, stop it. Remy! Remy! I'm looking all over the floor.
How are you feeling?
Like,
good.
Thank I'm...
Who's Ducky? No.
He's gone. Thank you. And you, Clive.
Oh.
Aren't there a... Not trees.
The man you helped today, back in the south, I was but in such tears of mercy.
And a kind.
You know, as a command, I see and
I'm hiding in a box. I'm hiding in a tree. That's not true.
You think you can just walk in here? Kill him.
You will leave Eastpool now, or face the consequences. It's over. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? No matter. It goes too. Nice try.
Watch TV.
Yep, alright, my doggy.
I think I could do it.
Nice try.
Scared to kill it.
Any more surprises?
Okay, we're playing hide and
Bravo.
seek.
A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to
What
send
are you
word for them to
doing?
come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately.
Are you hiding?
With me, my lord.
Yes. Mommy, he's just hiding.
Where's Ainsley?
Oh, no. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own.
Oh, Remy.
Oh,
Oh, Remy, you big lazy girl.
Kashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the
Remy
bandits.
pig.
It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
or just not a he, it's a she.
Mommy gonna get you a swing, Remy. Mommy gonna get you a swing.
You're touching on the TV.
Let's get one of those brown ones. It's so worth it.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. What's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't. It'll only give me nightmares of me.
I suppose.
What? So there's if it no.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very...
More talents would...
Why you...
And we...
Where'd your coffee go?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the
Of course,
You will find a village in Chaidra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft.
All right.
I can imagine everybody that was out last night.
I'm gonna be even worse today.
Oh yeah. But there's a plant, Mama.
This must have been a nice place once, and it will be again.
Nope, the fighting dog. These are the blue stuff robbers now. Nope.
That's all of them. Come on, Toggle. That's it.
What's wrong, pig? Getting sleepies? You should. You're waking everybody up early in the mornings.
Quiet.
Early in the mornings, little pig.
Those are our terms. I trust that you'll give them your full consideration.
I shall.
Why is
Thank
everything
you.
green here?
Him again. Someone you know?
I'm watching TV.
Yes. And, no. But enough about
I
him.
did.
How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
Get mommy's shirt.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Or let me keep you.
Work for a little bit.
Don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything.
I don't know who got it for me, if it was one of them or if they all pitched in and got it.
We'll speak then.
Joe's mom.
I got
Eloise,
flashlight.
I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
What did I just saw?
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Is that funny? Daddy yawning. Daddy yawning.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I've always been grateful for what my sister did for me. And I want to repay the favor.
Look at that big old belly.
By letting her live her
Look
own
at that
life.
big old belly.
But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can
bite
count on
me.
you.
Oh, you give me kisses.
Thank you, Clive.
Well
then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves.
Give me kisses.
That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Hey, yo. Are you guys falling? Are you? What's the kind of last battery? There you go. This way. That way. Oh my god!
Are we right, Clive? My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Aina is one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Yeah, like that?
Clive, what do you know of
Best.
Barney's Thumb?
Okay, I got her.
Only what the bards sing. And he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne.
I give her a bottle.
And that his sword, Odin's sword,
wipe her hands, and she
can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden! Mid! Company! We'll hold them off until the ship is ready! Hurry!
Bullets!
That was it, man. Just gave me the muffin. I didn't get a chocolate. What's it good?
No one's even there.
Everyone with me?
You got bugs. I don't have any food. I'm trying to get your bug. See that?
Here they come.
Stop hopping the fender. You're so scary.
Is that funny?
Everybody pull on the bloodstain.
She's doing nothing wrong.
Every moment we can give her. Behind me, Lord Rosfield. I'll take care of these fuckers. How are we doing, mid? I thought you said that ship was fast. I was not this alive when she summoned. Come on, then.
I didn't really know. What?
Get him. Over here. Give me.
was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin. Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
There's a place up there.
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my eyes? No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bother me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friend.
Lancet that runs through an Eden's veins. These foes will not fall easily.
They will fall. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
Should we make for the ship? Not yet. Wait for my signal. It's over.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it!
What time is he? 7:45?
Yeah, around there.
Now, mate!
All right, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Krieger of mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord.
between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd take 'em forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehere.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye!
Do you feel that, Jill?
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating.
Is she gonna cry?
But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Now she did.
Okay.
Great Gregor's gas! On aboard! Head down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
It's now or never. I'll find her. Where did you hide her?